Hey Sandra, great question you asked, and I love that you're asking it because a lot of people get mixed up on these things. So I just wrote down your question, and remember everything inside the brackets here is going to get cubed. So this cubed, we're going to cube the -8, we're going to cube the a cubed, and then we're going to cube the b to the power of 7. We're also going to cube the 2, the a term, and the b term down here. Okay? Now one thing I noticed that what we're doing here, I'm just going to write it out again, but it's basically this first term would be -8 cubed like this. Okay, so the negative has no real bearing on this. If this was a -3, then you would have to flip it down, but in this case we don't really have to. With the a, it's now going to be a to the 9th. Okay, the power rule, 3 times 3. When an exponent is raised to another exponent, we multiply. And then b to the 21. Right? 7 times 3 is 21. Now down here in the numerator, we're going to have 2 cubed. Sorry, in the denominator, we're going to have a to the 24. 3 times 8 is 24. And we're going to have b to the -21. Okay, -7 times 3 is -21. So I'm just multiplying everything out right now. I'm not getting crazy with flipping stuff yet. That'll happen. But I do want to focus on these numbers here. I'll just evaluate those guys a little bit. So -8 cubed, that's like saying -8 times 8 times 8, right? So if we have -8, I'll just do this out for you. -8 times -8. Let's multiply left to right. If we look at these two numbers, two -8s are going to be positive 64. So we have 64 times -8, and that's going to give us -512. Okay, so that's where that number comes from. So always keep that in mind. Kind of the brackets there are the important part. So this whole thing simplifies to -512, a to the 9, b to the 21. And in the denominator, we have 2 cubed, which is going to be 8, a to the 24, b to the -21. Negative. Okay? So now we can start dividing this stuff off, and what I'm going to do is just focus on each term. So I'm going to focus on the whole numbers themselves. I'm going to focus on the a term, and then I'm going to focus on the b term. Okay? That's what I'm doing here. So first numbers first, we have -512 divided by 8. That's going to be -64, so our answer is going to be -64. Now when we look at our a's, we have a to the 9 minus 24. Okay, so we have a to the 9 minus 24. That's going to be a to the -15. And then when we look at our b's here, we're going to have 21 minus -21. So that's going to be a to the 21 minus 21. That's like a double negative, right? 21 minus -21. So plus plus, that's going to be b to the 42. B to the 42. Okay? And at this point, we're pretty much done except for this negative right here. Remember, we never leave a negative exponent. So we're going to flip that down into the denominator. So if I wrote that out, that's going to be -64 times b to the 42 over a to the +15. And that's it. That's our answer. Okay, so that's what I did there. I hope that helps. Give that a try. If I made any mistakes or you have any other further questions, feel free to shoot me an email, let me know, or you can post it here because it's a great question and I appreciate being asked that. Take care.